Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. Or I'm my alter ego, Miss Vanity Scarlet. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Advance Bravely. We're jumping into episode 7. At the end of episode 6, Yao decided that he was going to join the bodyguard training corps or wherever Zong works, because he wanted to learn stuff. He wanted to learn some stuff. And Zong was like, we ain't about to have this. Not today, Jesus. And he snuck in. It's like, okay, well, I joined behind your back. And then Mr. Coworker was like, yeah, and I gave him a physical and everything, stripped off all his clothes, and he was all nervous and whatnot. And Zong was like, in his head, internal dialogue I could see is like, how dare you get this man naked and not wait for me to come in? Rude and disrespectful. I'm like, you know what, baby? I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. So yeah, that's kind of where things left off in the last episode. So we're just gonna pick up and see where they go. I can get my headphones in underneath all this damn hair. Lord, things I do for y'all. Well, just like last episode, it felt like a very strange place to end. Like, it felt like we were in the middle of a scene. It just didn't feel like a natural stopping point for the episode, you know? But okay, whatever. Who am I to dictate where things are supposed to happen? Alright, so this episode, not too much happened. We got some training sequences. We got the one co-worker of Zong basically saying you are gonna be his brother-in-law, so I'm gonna be harder on you. The whole fucking episode. That was his narrative the entire episode. No matter what he did, he was gonna be harder on him because he's allegedly gonna be his brother-in-law. I'm like, okay, look, first off, he already done tried to tell y'all 700 times, I got no relation to this man, okay? I'm not gonna be his brother-in-law. I'm not marrying his sister. I got zero interest. If anything, I want not to be his brother-in-law. I want to be his husband-in-law. But you know, whatever. That's a conversation for later. But yeah, so lots and lots of that happening throughout this episode. I thoroughly enjoyed the public shower scene. Obviously, he's got some, I'm not gonna say insecurities, but he's reserved when it comes to being, you know, naked in front of other people. And they already touched on that when he said that they gave him the physical when he first came there. And it's like, oh, we're just men, so, you know, who cares, blah, blah, blah. But obviously he's got some sort of reservation about being naked. I don't know if it's about being naked around other men or just being naked around other people in general, but he's got some level of reservation. So when officer guy is like, hey, why are you bathing in a towel? Take that off. I'm like, okay, rude. I mean, thank you for doing the Lord's work, but also rude. Respect his, you know, boundaries. But again, it's they're not in the military, but it might as well be. It's that sort of atmosphere, and you know, guys will be guys, and you know, hey, we're all just guys here. That sort of whatever mentality. So I get it. Whatever. But thankfully Zong was there in all of his naked glory, and it was just like, hey, y'all better behave. That's my ass, so y'all better back up off of it. Ain't nobody gonna be staring at this but me and my sister apparently, but I'll deal with her later. But yes, that's my ass, so back up. And then you notice how he just spent the whole rest of the whole shower scene just standing perched up right there, like, y'all ain't gonna see nothing. Y'all want to see something, y'all gonna stare down at all my glory down here, but y'all ain't gonna see my baby behind me. I'm like, okay, I ain't mad about none of this. Really wish this camera would have panned a couple inches lower, but you know, that's fine. I see how y'all are. Rude. Yeah, and that was pretty much the extent of, I wouldn't even really say plot heavy stuff. There wasn't a whole lot of plot heavy stuff that happened in this episode, but at least not that I know. Maybe there's stuff that'll come back later. But that was pretty much the extent of what happened in the episode. Yeah, there was a little scene there towards the end at the bar where he was out with his friends. But again, it just ended very, very abruptly. I don't know if him telling them, please stay away from me, is because he's noticed their legs, because we know that he's got a thing about not liking women's legs, or if he drunkenly was just not into the ladies or the situation. I don't know. But the scene just felt very short, like we just cut it off. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to dive into the next episode and see where things go. But hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, even though nothing really happened. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you would like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.